Labeling people as in fashion has been for the past couple of years, in fact. Populist, mainstream, deplorable, libtard, or when it comes to Syria, an Assadist. Like a sadist, but who also supports the Syrian president. At least that seems to be the logic behind an index of names recently clawed together.
I chose primarily this term rather than the narrower term pro-Assad because some of the public figures in this list explicitly deny being pro-Assad, but still persistently repeat core lines of regime propaganda narratives.
Steve Bannon, Glenn Greenwald, Boris Johnson, Noam Chomsky. Let's say the chances of coming across any other list banding these people together are slim.
You published an article full of lies because you're too lazy and/or malicious to care that you're doing it. I never defended the Assad regime in my life.
This is astonishing. I'm in a useful directory of people defending the Assad regime. What an absolute joke.
In fact, the author was quite meticulous, coming up with a 10-point quote-unquote scale of Assadism. And having read through those, I figured that maybe I should offer my humble assistance in completing this list, as by no means does it look finished. Take this point, implying the West has somehow supported al-Nusra or ISIS.
I think we're backing people. We have no idea who they are. The rebels. We call them the rebels. The patriotic rebels. We have no idea. A lot of people think that they're ISIS.
Another benchmark, assuming that for minorities, Assad and Islamist cutthroats are the same thing. The former US vice president is among those who doesn't believe in a post-Assad Thomas Jefferson.
We Americans think in every country in transition there's a Thomas Jefferson hiding beside some rock or a James Madison beyond one sand dune. In Syria, there was no moderate middle.
But this is small caliber, really. So far I've added, only 2 people? That brings it up to just 153 names on the index. How about expanding it with the whole staff of the US State Department? They denied entry to the leader of the White Helmets over security concerns. And after all, being mean to them is a capital offense too.
Any individual in any group suspected of ties or relations with extremist groups or that we had believed to be a security threat to the United States, we would act accordingly.
As for those who are already on the list, we've interviewed a couple of them.
Document is ridiculous in many ways, but it's also deeply worrying and concerning that it is part of a witch hunt against people who don't accept the government line on military intervention in the Middle East. This report is based on no facts whatsoever. Really, it takes no account whatsoever of my actual views on Syria.
What we're looking at here, just with this blacklist, is something published by someone who we had never heard of before, a totally obscure figure. This is just like comical level of research, and it's being promoted by the same people who have been not only promoting Western intervention in Syria, but who have been dedicated for the past 2 years to attacking and smearing anyone who gets in their way.
The author of the list was a bit of a nobody before giving man birth to his catalogue. But as its popularity swells, let the public shaming commence.